San Marino has never won a World Cup qualifier. Not once. In over 30 years of trying, they have conceded more than 700 goals. They once lost 13-0 to Germany. They are ranked almost dead last in the entire world. And yet, every single World Cup cycle, they show up. They qualify for qualification. They get absolutely demolished. And they come back and do it all again. This is the story of the smallest country in Europe, the worst national team in the world, and why that actually makes them one of the most fascinating teams in football. Let's start with the basics. San Marino is a tiny independent nation completely surrounded by Italy. Its entire population is around 34,000 people. To put that in perspective, that is smaller than most football stadiums. Wembley holds 90,000 people. San Marino's entire country holds 34,000. They have one football stadium. It holds 6,664 people. And it is almost always full, because in San Marino, a home World Cup qualifier is the biggest event of the year. Here's where it gets interesting. San Marino is a full FIFA member. That means they get to enter World Cup qualification just like Brazil, Germany, and France. No exceptions, no special rules. They are thrown straight into the European qualifying groups alongside some of the best teams on the planet. In theory, this sounds insane. In practice, it is exactly as insane as it sounds. Their qualifying record is almost impossible to believe. Since their first World Cup qualifier in 1994, San Marino has played over 130 qualification matches. They have won exactly 2 of them. 2 in 30 years. Their first ever competitive win came in 2004 against Liechtenstein, another tiny nation, in a friendly. Their first ever competitive victory in a World Cup or European Championship qualifier did not come until 2021, when they beat Lithuania 1-0. The entire country celebrated like they had won the World Cup itself. But here is the thing most people miss. San Marino does not expect to win. That is not why they play. Every player in the San Marino national team has a day job. These are not professional footballers. They are accountants, teachers, electricians, and students who happen to be good enough at football to represent their country. They train together a few times before each qualifier. They travel to face England, Spain, or Germany. They get beaten heavily, they go home, they go back to work on Monday. And somehow, that is one of the most pure expressions of what football is supposed to be about. This sounds simple. It isn't. Because San Marino's presence in qualification actually matters to other teams. Being drawn in a group with San Marino is basically a guaranteed 6 points for any serious nation. Coaches use San Marino games to rotate squads, test young players, and build goal difference. San Marino is the group stage gift that every nation quietly hopes for in the draw. But in 2021, something shifted. San Marino went on their best ever run of results. They beat Lithuania. They drew with Estonia. They climbed the FIFA rankings higher than they had ever been. Suddenly, the football world started paying attention. Their coach, Roberto Cavoli, had spent years building something. Not a team that could compete with giants, but a team with structure, identity, and genuine pride. And the players responded. For the first time in their history, San Marino had something that looked almost like a football philosophy. So what does this mean for the World Cup? San Marino will not qualify for 2026. Nobody expects them to. They will enter European qualification, get placed in a group, lose most of their games, and finish bottom of the table. But they will show up, every single time, with full commitment, against opponents who are paid millions to play football professionally. And that, more than any tactical system or qualification formula, is what makes San Marino worth watching. We started with a team that has never won a World Cup qualifier in 30 years of trying. But now you know the full picture. 34,000 people, one stadium, part-time players, and a country that turns up every single cycle knowing exactly what is going to happen, and doing it anyway. San Marino will never win the World Cup. But in a sport obsessed with money, superclubs, and superstars, there is something genuinely refreshing about a team that plays simply because they love the game. That is the San Marino story. And honestly, it might be the most football thing in football.